What is up, ladies and gentlemen? One half of Tease the League coming to you to talk about the AFC South playoff scenarios for Week 18. So, what a season it's been. We've seen two teams with rookie head coaches, the Colts and the Texans, competing for the division title their first year. It looked like the Jags were going to run away with it for a little bit. They got all the way up to 8-3 on the back of they won a lot of road games and went 2-0 in London. And especially when CJ Stroud missed a couple games, like you felt like the Texans were going to fall off, but they've been able to stay close. And the Colts have been battling all year. Their rookie quarterback, Anthony Richardson, went out early this season, and Minshew Mania has been in full effect. He's really been running the ball more than expected. But going into Week 18, we have three different teams that can win the division, which is awesome. Crazy to see that actually play out that way. We've also got the NFC South where that could happen, and that's going to be another video coming here soon. But the playoff scenarios, we've got the Texans and Colts playing on Saturday night. Winner clinches a spot in the playoffs and has a chance to win the division depending on what happens in this Jaguars-Titans game. So let's go ahead and dive into that one first. So right now, Colts are a 1-point favorite. Pretty standard to have the home team favored. A little bit shocking that it's only 1 point, considering the Colts did win in Houston 31-20 earlier this year. It kind of lets you know that Vegas does think the Texans are a better team on a neutral field right now. A big injury for this game will be the continued missing of Tank Dell, who, of course, is out for the season. But really interesting here because you have the two rookie head coaches who have done a fantastic job. Shane Steichen with the Colts and DeMeco Ryans with the Texans. And then you've got CJ Stroud. Earlier in the year when we were talking about him possibly having the best rookie QB season ever, we really didn't think he was going to be able to make the playoffs. And here we are now where he is one win away from being able to do such. And I'll be honest, the Colts, I did not think were going to be that great. But I definitely know now the Eagles are missing Shane Steichen. It's really showing how good he is offensively. Feels like every one of their games goes over, and they find a way to score against a lot of good defenses. So this one's really a 50-50. I'm going to be honest. I'm leaning Texans here. Can really see either argument. Leaning Texans. Would be awesome to see CJ Stroud in the playoffs. Would also be awesome to see Gardner Minshew in the playoffs. Like, either way, pretty cool. And then now we kind of move on over to the other win-it-in game in this division. So the other win-it-in game is the Jags versus or at the Titans. So the Jags were able to dismantle and destroy the Titans earlier this year, 34-14. And the good news for the Jags, even though you usually want a home game in these situations, they've been way better on the road than they have at home. The one question mark is, will we see Trevor Lawrence play? We did see them win last week with C.J. Beathard against the Panthers and put up 26, which wasn't bad, but the Panthers didn't put up a fight at all. If you're picking this game, you've definitely got to lean the Jags to get it done in a must-win spot. 5.5 point spread, which kind of tells me it may be closer than we think. And honestly, after the Jags won the division last year, I think the Titans would be very keen to try to play spoiler here. They would love to kind of get a little get back because the Jags actually beat them in the last game of the season last year to win the division. Really big moment for the Jags. As you're continuing to grow as a team, it'd be a real step back for them to lose the division to the two teams that basically started a rebuild and had to get a rookie head coach. The Texans or the Colts. So really important game for the Jags here. I definitely see them winning. We'll also already know who would win the division if they lose, since that Texans-Colts game is on Saturday and the Jags is on Sunday. But overall, been really exciting for the AFC South. If your power ranking, probably three teams in the top half of the league at least, top 15 probably. And we're seeing a lot of excitement for the Colts and for the Texans. The Jags, we were hoping for a little bigger step up, but we've kind of seen them stay about where they were last year. But definitely in the comments, let me know who you think's going to win. Let me know who you're most excited to see in the playoffs. If you're enjoying the content, we're going to be bringing a lot more content this week, more playoff scenarios. And then as we get to the playoffs, we'll kind of be split 50-50 on doing playoff stuff and some previews of the offseason drafts, what teams, need to make what moves to get better to be in this conversation next year. As always, thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful day.